Hey, thank you so much for checking with me and deciding that you would like to have a body by Gia. I'm so happy that you chose me as your personal trainer for this year to start your new fitness and health journey. You just signed up at a gym, now what? What do you do? That's the big question that I used to get while working at LA Fitness, while working at Gold's Gyms. You know, signing up at a gym is a great start, but a lot of people give up by February, March because they have no idea what they're doing. So that's where I come into play. I'm going to be your personal trainer. So, first of all, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am actually, like I said, a personal trainer. I'm a group fitness instructor and I'm a spinning instructor out here in Los Angeles, California. I've been training now 10 years. I've worked at LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, Spectrum, in gyms in Venezuela, all over the world. So my goal for this program for this next year is to help you guys start or just kind of recreate your current program that's just not working for you. You want more results, you want more definition, you want more strength, but you don't know how to get it. So that's kind of what I'm here to do to help you. So I'm doing it out here while I'm tanning and just kind of taking in the sun. This is one of my favorite hobbies to do. And if you knew me on Facebook, you already know this. I love to tan. I love to hike. I love swimming in the beach. Those are just kind of little things about me that, again, you can get to know me more by liking my Body by Gia page on Facebook, which I'm always sharing things that I'm doing, where I'm traveling to. If I'm not training a basketball player in Italy, I might be in Mexico tanning in Cancun. What's our goals for this year? First of all, let's talk about our goals, okay? So if we want a healthier cholesterol, we want healthier body fat, we want more strength, we want to be more toned, we want more energy, okay? So if we really want those specific things, just those things, obviously weight loss and all that, weight gain, that's all gonna come there, okay? That's our ultimate goal. But what are ultimately the intentions? It's health. Really, at the end of the day, it's health. Yes, you're gonna look great when you're healthy. If you're not choosing to be healthy for life, you're gonna look at this as a fad diet, and this isn't. This is the next year for your life, for you to start a training program, a nutrition program, for you to really stay on it and actually have a personal trainer. Today, I just wanna give you guys a synopsis, exactly what the program is gonna consist of, so listen up. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, in order to get a healthier metabolism, in order to get more strength, more tone, healthier body fat, lower cholesterol, for us to start with that, we have to increase our metabolism. In order to increase our metabolism, we have to increase the muscle in our body. That is going to reduce our body fat, okay? So if we increase the muscle, we're going to reduce our body fat. What is that going to do? Okay, that is going to have us burning more calories at rest. How? How does that happen? Because if we add 10 pounds of muscle to our body, that burns an additional 500 calories a day at rest. So while you're doing absolutely nothing, your body's burning calories. How much is that in a week? That is, so 10 pounds of muscle plus 7 days is going to burn 3,500 calories. This is a week. That is equivalent to 1 pound. 1 pound of fat. So the more muscle, the more body fat you're reducing every single week. Again, doing absolutely nothing. Remember that. More muscle, faster metabolism. How long does it take to add 10 pounds of lean muscle? It takes an approximately 9 to 14 months to add 10 pounds of muscle. Remember, we're trying to achieve a sustainable health and fitness program, not something that you're going to do for 30 days and then quit 30 days later, okay? This is something that I want you guys to stick to for life. Health for life, fit for life, okay? That is the goal. How do we put on 10 pounds of muscle? There are 3 components. I'm going to break it down for you guys, okay? It starts with the foundation, which is your nutrition. This is 80% of the entire process, okay? 80%. Now, what's the other 2 components? It's going to consist of weight training and cardio. And weight training can also be resistance training, okay? So any type of resistance training, it could be calisthenics, plyometrics, isometrics, just some kind of stress to the muscle. That is the goal. And these 2 only consist of 20%, but it's still very, very important, okay? So just remember that. That is going to help you create a sustainable health and fitness program. Food, I'm going to break it down again. Every video will go through it more and more in depth. But food, basically, you want to get to eating about 5 times a day, okay? You want to break it down depending on how many calories you need. And I have at the bottom, go ahead and look at the bottom, click at the bottom, and actually look at the website that you can find out how many calories you need depending on how much you work out. So for cardio, you can do 2 to 3 days a week, minimum of 20 to 50 minutes. And really, I mean, switch it up. Don't do the same thing. Find something fun. Zumba, there's spinning. I'm a spinning instructor, like I said. If you're ever in LA, come to my classes. I will kick your butt. You can do hiking. Just find some cardio that you love to do. Again, if you don't love what you're doing, you're going to quit. The third component is going to be the weight training and resistance training. You can work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, spacing it in between, because remember, your muscles do need rest. You can break it down like this. You can do chest, shoulders, and triceps, okay? You can break it down into legs, abs, and back, and biceps. Since we tear microscopic tears in the muscle fibers, it takes 3 to 5 days for them to repair and recover. So the goal for you is to work each muscle group with a high intensity so that you actually stress the muscles for them to tear, so that in the next 3 to 5 days, we're burning tons of calories during those 3 to 5 days. But you have to rest them those 3 to 5 days. So there is such thing as overtraining. Don't overtrain, because that's actually not going to help you build muscle. And again, following my fitness program, following my personal training program that you guys just started with me this year, you guys won't overtrain. Let's say you only have 2 times a week. You can break it down with upper body one day, lower body another day. That way you're working your muscle fibers each week. You need resistance to get tone. Eventually you'll start seeing the results, and then you'll be like, oh, I get it, Gia. Yes. Awesome, okay? What is the minimum time frame that you need in order to have more definition? Really, 30 minutes is all you need of each. You can do it together. Now, I actually just created a class called Tone and Ride. So we're doing 30 minutes of upper body or lower body, depending on the day, and we're doing 30 minutes of cycling. Just try to get the basic 2 to 3 days a week. That's all you really need to see the results, to get healthier, and to live a better life. You guys, remember, better health really means a better life. And the last thing that comes to cardio, the rules of thumb for cardio, in order for your body not to adapt, you have to make sure you change the time frame that you're doing it. So sometimes doing it 20 minutes, sometimes doing it 30, sometimes doing it 50, sometimes doing it 10, but with more intensity. So intensity is another thing you have to change for your cardio. Doing a spin class one day, doing an intense hike the next day. So switch it up. Again, I'll be assigning it every single week. I'll give you guys options. And the last thing you're going to do is how frequently you're doing it. So the frequency of the cardio is going to also dictate your progress, as well as avoid any type of muscle adaptation. So frequently, doing it sometimes 2 times a week, sometimes 3. Sometimes if you have the time, do it 4 times a week. And this can consist of, cardio can consist of, like I said, you can do Zumba, you can do spin, so many things that I'll have you, like I said, add into this fitness program. It's going to be, again, with me as your personal trainer, and I'm going to give you the guidance. The last thing that I'm going to cover is the weight training. So how do we avoid our muscles to adapt during weight training? This is what I'm going to do also. Every week, we're going to be changing it up again so your muscles don't adapt, because your body will get used to it. If we want to hit the goal in 9 to 14 months, we have to change it up. Okay, so how are we going to change it up? We're going to change up the weights. Sometimes we'll use no weights. Sometimes we'll use heavy weights. Also, we're going to change the sets. Okay, how many sets you do. Sometimes you're going to do 3, sometimes you're going to do 4, sometimes you're going to do 5. Okay, another thing is the range of motion. So changing the range of motion, so a full push-up versus a half push-up. That's what I mean. And again, I'll go more in depth with what I'm talking about in the later videos when we do them. And another thing you can do that we're going to do also in this fitness program is we're going to change the tempo of a lot of exercises. And the last thing that you can actually do to change it, that I'll be doing again, are the reps. Goal is, so your body doesn't adapt, we're going to change it up every single week. So excited to see the results. I'm so excited to see your before and after pictures, which I'm going to want those. I love to see before and after pictures. I love to see bodies change. I specialize in beautiful bodies. Beautiful before and more beautiful after. And I hope you guys have an awesome start to this year. 2013, it's going to be the best year ever, and this is just day one. Subscribe, you guys. Stay tuned for more videos. And again, thanks for choosing me to be your personal trainer this year. I promise we're going to do it together. I promise I'm going to be there for you guys. And just promise me that you're going to give me 100% of your effort and commitment to loving you, to a better you. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Peace from Los Angeles. So for more intense workouts with me, don't forget to subscribe. Like me on Facebook, follow me so you guys can know any more nutrition, fitness, any other questions. I'm here to help you guys. Remember, I'm your personal trainer. Let me help you. Let me get you in the best shape of your life for 2013, okay? So for more info, you guys know what to do.